Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today is September 4th, 2025. I am going to harvest Chepangilangu and it is also called taro root. While I am harvesting Chepangilangu leaves and tubers, I will let you know how I grow Chepangilangu plants and also I will give you some tips to grow Chepangilangu. Start from store-bought Chepangilangu to harvest. Now I am cutting stems with the leaves one by one from the plants to harvest Chepangilangu leaves first. In March 1st, I have started to grow Chepangilangu sprouts from a store-bought Chepangilangu tubers in a tray of wet soil in the indoor in our grow room. The Chepangilangu sprouts were started growing bigger after 6 weeks growing in the indoor. Tip number 1. Grow Chepangilangu sprouts from Chepangilangu tubers in a tray of moist soil or in the water in the indoor if you live in the colder climate place, or outdoor if you live in the warmer climate place for 6 to 8 weeks before planting them in the ground outdoor. After 6 weeks growing indoor, I was hardening the sprouted Chepangilangu by keeping them outside 30 minutes to few hours daily for a week when outside temperature was warm before planting them in the ground outdoor. In April 19th, I planted the sprouted Chepangilangu directly in the raised bed with the compost, organic blood meal and bone meal fertilizers and poured water immediately. Tip number 2. When planting sprouted Chepangilangu in the ground outdoor, the sprout should be above the ground and the Chepangilangu tuber should be under the ground. Tip number 3. Chepangilangu needs direct longer daytime sunlight and the ground temperature should be above 60 °F. The raised bed soil should be super loose before planting the sprouted Chepangilangu in the ground outdoor. I poured water to the Chepangilangu plants once in 3 days to keep the soil moist. Tip number 4. Pour water deeply and occasionally to the Chepangilangu plants. Before watering, make sure the soil is dried out little bit. In May month, during the Chepangilangu plant's growing period, I used organic blood meal fertilizer only one time when I was planting the sprouted Chepangilangu tubers in the ground outdoor. Tip number 5. Use nitrogen rich fertilizer only one time to grow leaves when planting the sprouted Chepangilangu or when the plants are younger during the plant's growing period. In June month, I sprinkled organic bone meal fertilizer and compost 2 to 3 inches thick around the Chepangilangu plants on top of the soil and poured water immediately. My last feed to the Chepangilangu plant was in July. I sprinkled organic bone meal fertilizer around the Chepangilangu plants to get root development when the plants were younger. Tip number 6. Whenever add fertilizer to the plants, pour water immediately and daily for 7 days to avoid any heat effect from the fertilizer. After 6 months from sprouted chepangilangu planted date in the ground, the chepangilangu leaves started to yellow color means it is ready to harvest. But due to climate change, the chepangilangu leaves were started to yellow color. So I am harvesting earlier today. I stopped pouring water for a week before the harvesting day, but due to previous day's rain, the raised bed soil looks like little bit soggy today. Tip number 7. When to harvest. When the growing period is closer to end, most of the Sepangilangi leaves started to yellow color means it is ready to harvest. Also, stop watering to the plants for a week before the harvesting day. Just I completed the Sepangilangi leaves harvest. Next, I am going to take out the Chepangilangi tubers under the plant from the ground. Now I am digging the ground around the Chepangilangu plants using a big hose and taking out all Chepangilangu tubers. I completed the Chepangilangu tubers harvest now. We got some Chepangilangu tubers about 3 pounds from today's harvest. I will wash these Chepangilangu tubers later tomorrow and then I will keep them outside for curing for a week. After curing, we will consume them quickly. We got more Chepangilangu leaves, so I am very happy about the Chepangilangu harvest this year. From today's harvest, what I learned is I should wait for 1 more month to harvest, and also I should add fertilizer to the plants for 2 more months to get bigger Chepangilangu tubers. I will cook few Chepangilangu leaves later tomorrow to serve with meal, and then I am going to dehydrate the rest of the Chepangilangu leaves and stems for long term storage to use them later. If you like this video and wanted to see more gardening videos from Jaya Gardens channel, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share this video to your families and friends. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.